If you are a course creator, if you're an educator in this online space, you probably started your business or at least started creating courses thinking, this is great. I'm going to sell them on Evergreen. It's a passive product. Awesome. And yet, it's turned out that you're not seeing the course sales that you want. What gives? Well, I know exactly what gives, and it's one of two things, and we're going to talk about them today. I'm Amanda Warfield. I'm a simplicity-focused content marketing strategist and copywriter, and I go live here on YouTube every single Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time to chat all things marketing because my goal is to help course creators simplify their marketing so that they can make a larger impact in less time. If you are a course creator, I'm curious to know how your sales are. And be honest. Are they where you want them to be? Are they more than you expected them to be? Which props for you if that's the case. Or are they lower than you expected them to be? And if you're up for sharing and you're up for being transparent, I'd love to know how it differs. If they're not where you want it to be, how much more are you hoping them to be? So I know that when I first started creating courses, when I first started my business in 2018, a long, long time ago, it's amazing how long a year feels in the online business space, and how much of a difference a year makes. But my very first course was about capsule wardrobes. And looking back, now that I know what I know as a business owner and as a marketer, it sold amazing. But at the time, I felt like such a failure for the 6 or 7 sales that I had the first time I launched it. Now, in hindsight, I know that that conversion rate was incredible, and I should have been really proud. I am now. At the time, though, I was kind of bummed because I started creating courses. One, because I love to educate, and that's what my background is education. But two, because I wanted to make a bigger impact, but I also wanted to be able to run a business off of course sales. I didn't start my business with services, which is a conversation for another time. I have lots of thoughts about that, but I thought I was going to be able to fully run a business and make enough money to live off of just by having courses, which it is possible to do, but not right off the bat, which I now know. So if that's you, you're not alone. I've been there. We've all been there. Sometimes I still feel like I'm there, for being real honest. But if you are not seeing the sales that you want, there's one of two reasons, maybe both reasons. The first is that your messaging is not where it needs to be. The second is that your numbers are not where they need to be. Now, 9 times out of 10, when someone launches a course and it doesn't get the sales that they expected or wanted to see, they automatically think it's their course. And I'm here to tell you 95, 97% of the time, it's not your offer. It's the way your offer is being positioned and who it's being positioned to. So, messaging or numbers. Let's talk about this. When it comes to your average sales page, typical conversion rates, average conversion rates range from 2% to 5%. So I should have done some math ahead of time and I did not. But let's say that you want 50 sales. Well, if I'm gonna pull out my calculator real quick and run some numbers, in order to get 50 sales, you need to have, make sure, 2,500 people see the sales page. Now, that's at a 2% conversion rate. If you have a 5% conversion rate, which let's say you do, you need 1,000 people. So 50 sales. I don't think that math is right. Is that math right? 50 divided by 1,000. Yeah, that's right. Okay, 1,000 to 2,500 people on your sales page in that time frame if you want 50 sales in a month. That's a lot of people. If you go look at your Google Analytics right now, how many people looked at that sales page in the last 30 days? Multiply that by 2%, by 5%, and see what that range gets you. What you can also do is you can take how many sales you had and divide it by how many page views you got in that same time period, and that'll give you your conversion rate as well. Although if you're not getting at least 100 views on your sales page, it's probably not telling you a super accurate number because you need to have enough data to know if your number is accurate, but your conversion rate is only going to be roughly, and this is going to depend on industries, and that's average, right? There's a lot of things that can depend on, but 2 to 5% conversion rate for a sales page. So that's one version of a problem that you may be having if you're not seeing the amount of course sales that you want. You just don't have it in front of enough people. It's a numbers game to some extent, and you need to get enough of the right audience on that sales page in order to hit those conversion rates, in order to hit those sales numbers that you're going for. So the fix there, though, is okay, I've got the conversion rate. I'm not hitting the numbers. I just need to get in front of more people. In which case, you focus on growth marketing and you get in front of new audiences, you get more people on your email list, you run ads, you do all of these different growth marketing tactics, which if you're like, I don't know how to even begin with growth marketing tactics, join Chase Simple Marketing, the community. I will link to it in the description. But inside of my community, that's what we do each and every month is we focus on different ways to actually grow your business and get in front of new audience members and set up your business so that you have the structure you need in order to focus on growth marketing. So that's what you need to do if it's a numbers problem. However, if it's a messaging problem, this meaning that your offer's good, your numbers are good, but they're not converting, it probably means that you're just not positioning your messaging in the right way for what your people are looking for and what they need. So, what you want to do is you want to ask yourself, who am I speaking to specifically? And what is it that they need from me and from my offer? Not what does my offer give them, but what do they need from my offer? So, for example, I love to use my course Content Batching Bootcamp for this one when I'm talking about messaging. What I know that people need from Content Batching Bootcamp, they need to learn how to set up a system for batching their content. That's what they need. They've got to learn how to set up a system. However, what they want to be able to create a month's worth of content in 1 week. They want to learn how to create that month of content in one time and not worry about marketing. That's what they want. So when I am marketing this course, I am focused on the fact that they're getting time back, that they are spending less time marketing, that they're able to simplify their marketing, that they're able to spend 3 weeks every single month moving the needle in their business and working on growth marketing, working on the behind the scenes structures, working on connecting with other business owners. That's what I'm focusing on because that's what they want. What they need is they need to batch their content. And in order to batch their content, they need to actually have a system in place and learn how to create a system that's going to work for them. That's what the course gives them. But what they want is different from what they actually need. And so you have to figure out not only what the problem is that they want you to solve, but what is that underlying issue? What is causing the problem? And how does your offer connect with it? So if you would like to see how your offer is working on your sales page, how your messaging is working on your sales page. If you want to have me review parts of your sales page, I'm actually not next week, but the week after, I'm going to be doing above the fold reviews. Leave your sales page in the comments here, and I might get to yours. We'll see. But I'm going to be looking at that first section of the sales page, that above the fold piece, which is the hook to a sales page, which is if they've landed on it, are they going to stick around, right? Are you going to hook them enough to make them keep reading, at least for a little bit longer? I'm going to be reviewing those and giving some feedback. So if you want yours reviewed, drop that link in the comments. And if I can get to it, I will try. If you've got any questions about messaging, if you've got any questions about numbers and why you're not seeing the sales that you think you should be getting, leave a comment. I would love to answer that for you. It might turn into a whole other video, if you've got the question, someone else has the question too. So let me know. And if you like this video, go ahead and give it a like and make sure you subscribe so that you can make sure to not miss any episodes that I put out. Again, I go live every single Monday at 7 p.m. and I hope to see you next week.